who better than Sanjay Thakker, Chairman and ED at Landmark Cars, to give us a sense of what he's feeling about the festival season on set. Sanjay, hi, morning. Great to have you on the show. Sanjay, festive season right round the corner. People are going to shop more, but are they going to shop for luxury cars more or not this time?
Oh, yes, clearly. So the shift began a few years back and it is gathering momentum. So premium cars and luxury cars is what is on everybody's radar. And I have no doubt in my mind that the festive season will be the best ever that we have seen. And what has also happened is that the supplies have also started to improve. With big demand and the supplies improving, I believe that this is going to be a record October, and we are all going to be very happy after all that.
Right. You know, Sanjay, the other thing is that not just in the luxury segment, but a lot of other auto manufacturers, I mean, be it Tata, be it MG, be it M&M, they're all now coming into the entry level, so-called affordable luxury, if I can, specify that as a category as well. Wanted to understand whether or not you are seeing the consumers get drawn to the high-end luxury cars, or is there a big market now for affordable luxury as well? Are they looking at entry-level segment, for instance, within the luxury category?
It's an interesting observation that you are making. My sense is that India, we are likely to now cross 4 million units finally. I mean, what we were all waiting for all these years, finally that number will be crossed. And it's going to be a secular bull run, if you allow me to use that terminology, because everything will sell. US is at 17 million units, China is at 27 million units, India, which is right now the shining beacon in the world, will cross 4 million. We have a long runway ahead of us, and I believe that every kind of car, every kind of OE will benefit from this. The premiumization and the affordable luxury that you are talking about, that will also happen. The luxury, the super luxury, all will do well. And just bear in mind that the luxury segment in India is contributing only around 1.1% of the overall car sales. Now, this is very low. I believe that this number will double in the next 2 or 3 years.
Good morning. I wanted to also understand from you in terms of, the overall supply, how is that holding up? What is now the average wait time, given that you're saying that the demand side is looking very robust, Sanjay?
When I spoke about India crossing 4 million, that is also on back of decent supplies. So many people ask me whether this waiting period is because of lesser supply. People still have that chip shortage, which was there a few quarters ago at the back of their mind. That is now more or less solved. Most manufacturers are supplying what they planned for, and the demand is still holding up. So my sense is that this is the demand is still outstripping the supply, and the supply is really not bad. It's quite decent, if you ask me.
And I also wanted to understand, the status when it comes to the IPO, because you've already filed your papers, is what I understand. It's close to a 700 crore rupee IPO. What is the update on that front? When can we expect the listing?
Really, I can't say. Our bankers and us are evaluating the possibilities, and I think as soon as we are ready, you would be the first to know. The other point that I would like to make on this show is that India is becoming important in most OE's radar. With what is happening in Europe, what is happening in America right now, India is one of the auto markets which is showing signs of growth and finally picking up. So what we have seen, and a lot of OEs are now focusing and going to be focusing more on India. Now that augurs well for new car launches, for further investments into the country. And this makes me really very bullish on the sector now.
Wanted to understand from you as well, given that you have an overall perspective, just getting right back to the entire auto segment as a whole, in terms of which segment is seeing the most traction according to you? Because is it that SUVs are taking the lead? Is it sedan buyers are equal in number, unlike the mass segment?
Everybody has been in the SUV camp saying that it's been growing. And on your last show where I was there, we were looking at maybe at some point 50% of the vehicles that will be sold will be SUVs. This was also happening because the manufacturers had actually slowed down introduction of sedans in the market. So by default, the SUV market share was increasing. Obviously, it's going to be increasing, but it does not really mean in my mind that it is the end of the road for sedans. When we have seen introduction of nice sedans from some of the OEs like Volkswagen and Skoda and all, we have seen that that segment has again started to grow. The SUVs will grow faster. The sedans will also kind of, absolute numbers will grow. But the percentage of SUVs of the total market will cross 50% now. That's the sense I have.
Great to have you on the show, and I'm sure we'll take stock once again once the festival bookings are out with, and it would be good to get in your sense on all the trends that you're picking up.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.